Hello everybody. So in this video I want to talk about making mistakes and how making mistakes is important in language learning, and what do you do when you make a mistake? How do you learn from that? So what's inspired me to do this video is that the day before yesterday I watched a film in Polish on Netflix, and I really liked the film and I wanted to make a video about this film in Polish for my YouTube channel. But I thought, well, I'm going to make a video about how you can get the most out of learning Polish on Netflix, because I've made a series of Netflix videos and I'm really getting a lot out of working with subtitles on Netflix. I think it's a great way to learn a language. So I woke up yesterday morning and straight away after I did my shower and everything, I went to the, what do you call this thing? Video recorder, that's it. I went to the video recorder and I made a brief video introduction in Polish about this film. So I only said a few things, and then I ran out of things to say because my Polish isn't brilliant. And then I watched the video again and I thought, oh, that's great, that video. That's, an ideal introduction, and had a bit of hesitation in the video, but that was fine. I thought, that's a good start, and I'll go back and add the content of the video later. So I just had another look at the video today after having made it yesterday, and I noticed a really glaringly obvious mistake, which was I said in Polish, tomorrow I watched a film. So I hadn't even noticed that at the time, and it's one of the mistakes I keep making in Polish. I keep saying yesterday and tomorrow, mixing them up. I don't know why I do that, because I've learned Russian before, and like Russian, yesterday's wieczora, and in Polish it's wczoraj. So it's really similar, but I said jutro, which is tomorrow. So now I don't think I'm going to make that mistake again, because it was one of those kind of light bulb moments when it went off in my mind, and I thought, oh, I've made a mistake. It's that same mistake again, and I think I'll be okay from now on, I hope. So what happens when you make a mistake? Someone points a mistake out to you. So if you're talking to somebody, or if you're in a classroom situation or with your teacher and you make a mistake, and hopefully they'll correct you, and then you have the opportunity to do something with that mistake. So hopefully a good teacher will recognize this and will write down the correct answer for you, and you'll have that on the record. So this is the way that you learn. It's a good way to learn, because otherwise, if you don't practice, you're never going to learn your language, and you're never going to make mistakes. So I think something happens in the mind, in the brain, at that moment when you've made a mistake, and then you get the correct thing to say, and you connect the two together, and it's like a new kind of memory in your mind that links everything together, and then you stop making that mistake again, ideally, hopefully. So I think that's how it works. So it's useful to have a notebook with you. If you're recognizing a mistake, make a note of your mistake and what the proper thing should be. Obviously, if you're learning a language and you're using a testing device, so if you're using an app, say like Duolingo, I nearly forgot what it was called then, it tests you all the time. So that's quite a good way of learning. And I think that's why these apps are good for learning languages, because it's constantly testing, and you're sort of reaching out and getting things wrong, getting them right again. So that's a good way to learn, actually. So this is just a brief video. We all know that, mistakes are a good way to learn things. And it's the same with my juggling as well. I've been trying to do this juggling maneuver called the windmill, and I've been trying to do it for quite a few weeks, maybe even months now. I don't even know when I first started learning it. But I've watched some tutorial videos on it where it breaks it down into movements, and I keep making the same mistake over and over again with my left hand. I can't drag my left hand over enough to pull the ball over from my right side to my left side again. It's a kind of unnatural movement. So I watched another video about how to do this, and it had on it, maybe you should go from another manoeuvre and slide across to this manoeuvre. So I tried that as well, and that didn't work either. But going back to the previous one seems to have worked, because I kept making mistakes in a different way with the new method. So I think sometimes changing your approach to something can help you with recognizing mistakes a bit more, because if you're getting into the same habit of making the same mistakes, and you're carrying on doing them, then you won't change, you won't break your habit. But if you start a new method of something, then it's bound to give you that different perspective on it. And then sometimes when you go back to your old method, that's when you realize what the mistake was, and you can see it from a different perspective. Does that make sense? Am I waffling in this video? This is just a really brief video. I just wanted to quickly upload this and say about how important it is to embrace your mistakes and don't worry about them. Don't be a perfectionist. Just make mistakes, and then you can recognize them, and then you can correct them afterwards. Maybe making this video was a mistake, because there's not much content in it. No, it's not a mistake. I know hopefully it inspires you to continue learning languages, and I'm not going to edit this video at all. It's just me talking with something to say on a Friday morning before making any more videos. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I'd be really grateful. Don't forget to like this video, and please make a comment if you have any experiences of making mistakes and correcting them, if you've had any kind of long-term mistakes that you make. This is me trying to do the windmill. So first of all, I'm doing the cascade, which is the normal juggling, and then I'm going to approach it from the half shower, which is this. Oops. It's important to make mistakes. So from the cascade to the half shower, and then sliding into the windmill like this. But I still haven't got my hands in the right position to doing this. Getting there. It's frustrating, but I'm glad I'm making videos of myself doing this, because I can see my progress over a period of time. One more go. I think that's about as near as I've gotten to the windmill, so I'm getting there. And I just want to say, one of the juggling YouTube channels that's really inspired me, and I've gotten a lot from it, is Taylor Glenn. She just came second in the Top Jugglers of 2020 awards, and I think last year she was in 7th position or something like that, and she really deserves it. She's a great tutor, and she puts out lots of videos on YouTube to instruct on different juggling tricks and techniques. So she's really good, and she has a good sort of sensible way of explaining things. So well done, Taylor Glenn, and see you in my next video. Take care.